Hello, everybody, and welcome to SlamTube. We are taking a look at the No Mercy pay-per-view that just happened a little bit ago. So, joining me as per usual, we have Chriz, aka the Mole,
Hello.
and Mr. James Phoenix.
Hello.
All right, so jump right into it. First, we had the pre-show match, or I thought there was going to be a match. So Kurt Hawkins came out, and then my at least at that point, they talked before that, but he comes out, and my network kept messing up. So I was like, oh, I missed his match, and then later they showed it. So yeah, I didn't miss his match.
They also didn't show all of it. Because
Really?
that was fucking really horrible. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but he gets the microphone and he's like, "What's up, San Francisco?" While they're in Sacramento. And the crowd just booed him and went dead quiet for the whole of his promo. And I'm like, was that intentional? This is really bad. He's like, and I'm going to debut next week. And you're like, what the fuck off?
Yeah, because they started booing when he said San Francisco, and I was like, oh, they must not be there, because I forgot where they were until like later. They're like Sacramento, and I'm like, I don't know if he just pulled our truth or if that's part of his gimmick. Like, when Kurt Hawkins says you're in San Francisco, you're in San Francisco.
Yep, it was just really weird and bizarre. Yeah. And when he's like, yeah, no matter what, no one can challenge Kurt Hawkins. I was waiting for Hollow, if you hear me, because I thought I was going to interrupt him.
Okay then.
It was literally Scott Steiner's. And I was like, oh my god, Scott Steiner's going to come out and fight Kurt Hawkins on the pre-show. But part of me in my head's like, of course he's not going to come out and debut on a... Scott Steiner's not going to return on a pre-show. It's what he deserves.
If that happened, I think I would just be so confused. I was like, this doesn't make sense, yet makes perfect sense. I don't know.
How would you feel if Kurt Hawkins then squashed him?
More confused. Then the rest of the pay-per-view, I would definitely watch it from inside Randy's mind.
Yes. But yeah, you had the Kurt Hawkins bit.
Yeah.
Then we had the bit afterwards that made no sense, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
The promo with Alexa Bliss. She goes to the back and she talks to them and goes, no, you need to make me champion right now. I'm legally contracted, to have a championship match at this pay-per-view. To which I reply, yeah, but we're in charge, so no. And I'm like, that's not how contracts work. I'm like, nah, you're going to face someone else. I'm like, that's not how contracts work, no.
You forgot about your other opponent.
If anything, at the most, if it was going to be someone different, because she's contracted a championship match, they should have brought Sasha over from Raw.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like really mean. And like AJ Styles comes out and just throwing the arms.
Yes. Kevin Owens power bombs there. It's cool. Jericho will help him. He's used to punching women.
There you go.
Oh.
It's one of his 1004 holds.
Yeah. But the pre-show was interesting, and yay, we got Nikki Bella promoting Total Bellas.
Yes.
Yeah. But actually debuted here today, and I watched that before I watched the pay-per-view.
Woo! How was it?
It's good in that it shows John Cena as a complete dick. Like, his list of rules for being in his house are ridiculous. Like, one of them is that he's like, now, if you're going to stay out late, you must text me, because this is a shoot-first state and I have guns. I'm like, really? You're not even going to look before you shoot him? The fact he's coming up with someone who looks just like your girlfriend is probably doing this. You're like, nah, I'm going to shoot him.
I'd like to think that then right after that, he then just like starts flexing and he's like, here's my guns. Like, it's like, I just got guns and I'll shoot first. And you're just like, no, John, no.
And he was like, your dog is not allowed in my house because it molts too much, which is a fair assessment. But when you list it with like 10 of a million rules, it becomes, you've done too many rules.
Yeah.
And if
You
you
have
actually
more
said it
rules
that,
than
and
you do
if,
moves.
and if you actually said it that way, it's not appropriate because dogs don't molt, birds molt.
Dogs molt.
I'm
That's why it's called.
molting.
That's why it's called when dogs get shed their fur. A lot of
Yeah,
people
that's
refer
called
to it as
shedding.
molting. A lot of people refer to it as molting, including vets.
I don't think that's an accurate term, but fair enough.
I think it is. But yes.
I don't know why veterans would do that.
Yeah. But we had that, which that was cool. And then did you see the 8-man match?
Yes, I did see that.
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was a decent match.
Did the Vaudevillains have new outfits? I swear those coats were new. Unless I'm just only used to seeing them in black and white, and I just forgot they had new coats.
I thought they've had the coats before, but I think that might be like their pay-per-view one because I don't get to see the weekly show, so I don't know if they did, but I thought I remember them having those coats before. But yeah, it might have been in black and white, so I thought they were like a different color.
Nice. Which, just for Jim's benefit, it's the Hype Bros and American Alpha versus the Ascension and Vaudevillains.
Wow,
bracket-
American Alpha got fucking
bracket-
downgraded.
They did.
They did. Wasn't a bad match though. And this match made me say something really weird to someone I was talking to about this, because I was talking to someone during this who's watching the pay-per-view, and I was like, I must have missed it. Did I miss the Jack Swagger match? And he's like, did you just ask that? And I'm like, seriously, did I miss the Jack Swagger match? I want to see Jack Swagger. And he's like, no, he's probably been bumped to the main card. I'm like, way to go, Swagger. Get in there. You kind of earned this.
There you go.
But I realized I was worried I'd missed a Jack Swagger match. And part of me's like, that shouldn't be a thing. I shouldn't be like, oh my god, have I missed Jack Swagger?
The only person that should say that is Jack Swagger. Like, oh, I didn't miss my match, did I? They're just like, no, and he's like, whew. Then just push-ups on the ramp. Does he still do that in his intro?
He comes out now and more does the just the people as he comes out. I haven't seen him do. He might have done push-ups. I might have missed it.
As long as you didn't miss his match.
Yep.
All right. So, anything more for the pre-show, or do you want to move on to No Mercy?
Did the heel spend the whole time just attacking Chad Gable's knee for 90% of the match?
No, it was pretty back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's kind of been the go-to match for the American Alpha for like the last month.
To be fair, there's even in those there's been more back and forth. This isn't Raw, where it's like Sami Zayn's leg is all that's been targeted, Sasha's back is all that's been targeted, Cesaro's shoulder is all that's been targeted. You're like, okay, that's cool. 3 times in like an hour, really?
Yeah.
It's like they just got one writer for Raw, and he's coming up with all the stories. So he's like, okay, fuck it, and I'll just copy and paste the documents and put the names in it.
He comes up with one match, and he has templates.
Now, you told me to fill 7 matches, right? Yeah. So what if it's Cesaro v Sheamus, yeah, in a best of 7?
Just wrestle 7 times in the same night. That would be the funniest and worst episode of Raw ever.
No. The worst episode of Raw ever that almost happened, I remember a few years ago. You remember the walkout?
Yeah.
And Triple H came out and said not to worry, he wasn't going to wrestle a 3-hour Iron Man match against Frank, the audio guy.
See, I wish he'd done what he promised the night before. And he's like, I don't need any of you guys. I can wrestle a broom and put on a better match.
That would have been great.
Put your money where your mouth is. Wrestle a broom in an Iron Man match.
And the broom should be managed by Moppy.
How amazing would it be if it's Broom v Triple H in a 1-on-1 match? Midway through, someone runs out, hits Triple H in the face, and puts the broom on top of him.
Yes.
Just be like, wait, what just happened?
No, I'd want someone to run out and then grabs the broom and acts like the broom swung them to hit Triple H. And then
Yes.
on him to pin
Yes.
him. It's like, that broom just attacked Triple H with that. And the commentators just stop because they're like,
And during midway through the matchup, Triple H goes, I had to grab the bristles of the brush, and the head comes off, revealing it was really a sledgehammer the whole time. He's like, no! And like, oh my god, he's turned his back on Triple H. The betrayal.
not like this.
He's the third man.
Yes. He's teamed up with Rollins and Reigns in the anti-Triple H trio.
Yeah. But no, it was weird that the pay-per-view did start with the title match.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah. I don't know if this is true. I was speaking to the Fallen Angel, who said that when he heard they did this because they knew the presidential debate was going to be starting at 9, and they were afraid that they wouldn't get any viewers for the big world title match if they left it till the end. So they decided to do the beginning so people could see that.
yeah, that is true. That's what I told the Fallen Angel.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was basically, yeah, they did that because of the presidential debates. Or if you believe Shane on Talking Smack, it was because they had so many great storylines that why not? And I'm like, really? That's your managing approach? Why not? I like this match, the triple threat match.
Yeah. It was a good match.
I am also of the case of I like the ending. I'm not sure what people thought about the double submission bit though.
That was okay. I wasn't sure what they were gonna do. I actually thought it was gonna they were just gonna call it and continue the next night, or that was gonna be the feud going forward. But no.
Yeah, or maybe both would be champion or something. But
yeah, something weird.
The second ref's like, we can't count it because you're both doing a submission. I'm like, that actually makes more sense. Okay, and then it just continued. Then, for Jim's benefit, the match ends with Cena doing a super duper PlayStation's version of that WWE Legends All-Star game. Like AA off the top rope, all the way down to the floor. AJ gets in the ring, hits him in the stomach and back, and pins Cena. After he hit him with a chair.
Yeah.
And some people are like, oh, that's stupid. Why did he use a chair? I'm like, because he's heel.
I was like,
Yeah.
why didn't he use the chair earlier? There's no DQ.
Yeah. There's no DQ. And some people are like, oh, that's a dirty way of winning this match. I'm like, well, yeah, he's the heel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he won super cleanly, people would start cheering him.
Yep.
But it was a solid match, and I thought all three did a good job.
Yeah. And okay. At one point, did Cena do a Canadian Destroyer? Because it looked like he did, but they didn't replay it, and I was like, did he just do that? What the?
He may
What did
have.
What did he replace? To get
He
his
may
other...
have. I know at one point people were like, oh my god, he's burying Brock. Because Cena just started to do loads of suplexes, and it's like, no, that's Brock's gimmick. You don't see Brock coming out in jorts.
No.
Also, I like the idea that it's he did suplexes. That's Brock's gimmick, and then just everyone just starts to do suplex and then just stops and then just it's like, oh, can't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to get some suplexes on the card, ready to sell Suplex City, the game.
Mhm.
That I believe is currently running on the Saints Row engine. I might be wrong.
Might be.
I want that game now.
Yeah.
I
I want Wrestling Row.
Yes.
want WWE Betrayal remastered for PS4.
You know what? Oh, now I do want that as a game where you go to SmackDown or Suplex City, and it's Saints Row but with wrestlers. I'd totally play that.
That would be cool.
I think you mean Saints Row.
Yes, but with like no guns. You just all do wrestling moves.
Yeah, no, I was just making the joke because you said it's like Saint Row with wrestlers. I'm like, it had Rowdy Roddy Piper as a homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the second one, they had a gang of luchadors. So
Yeah, and
Nice.
and wasn't one of them voiced? Wasn't like the narrator voiced by RVD for Geki? I swear,
Yeah,
I
I think
swear
he
that was
was.
RVD.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And I think the luchador was voiced by Hulk Hogan, the big muscular one. I was like, oh yeah, brother.
Ha.
But yeah, I want that game too.
Pretty
is
cool.
it? I'm trying to decide if that should be made before the Ryback God of War or after.
Mhm.
I haven't decided.
I don't care as long as in that game I can go down into the sewers and see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Wrestlers.
Yep. Props to Thingy, Undertaker, Donatello.
Yes.
Wasn't Raph someone good as well?
Sting.
That was it. Raph was Sting. I was like, oh, that's awesome. It's weird that Donatello wasn't Sting, considering a baseball bat and a stick are pretty similar, but
Yeah, you would think.
let's not argue. But after that match, which AJ retains, woo!
Yay!
Raphael Sting is in the rafters, and you see the crow fly across, but instead of the music going caw, caw, it just goes damn, damn.
Yeah.
Now I'm just picturing Raphael coming out in that like ridiculous band coat that Sting had at that one point.
Yes.
And I'm like, I actually think I had marching band Raphael as a kid. Him and Astronaut
Probably.
Mikey.
There you go. Also, how was Mikey Macho Man and not Ultimate Warrior?
Yeah, he should have been Ultimate Warrior.
No, Donatello should have been Macho Man, and April should have been Stephanie.
Oh yeah.
But no. Did you want to move to the next match, Rick?
Yeah, real quick, I was gonna say Donatello should be Jay Lethal doing Black Machismo, so he is Macho Man.
Ah.
Also not. Anyway, yeah. So next match we had Nikki Bella v Carmella.
Which I like this match. Both looked good. Like Carmella got a lot of offense on the outside and that thing on the corner when she's like stretching her back and stuff. Pretty cool.
Ow, that sounds painful.
And Nikki won, which, let's face it, since she came back and all she's done is be assaulted by Carmella, people kind of want to see Nikki win.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it doesn't hurt either one, especially because I know some people might think it might hurt Carmella, but I'm like, to be fair, even on NXT, wasn't she constantly jobbed out? I never saw her win whenever she wasn't with Enzo and Cass. I just saw her lose.
I believe she won a tag match. But yeah,
Yeah.
she was the one that kept losing the blue pants. So yeah, she lost.
Yeah, I'm like, I kept seeing her lose all the time, and she comes up on SmackDown, and she's been pretty dominant, attacking people and being relevant, and people are like, boo, because Nikki's probably going to win this. I'm like, who cares? She's relevant. People are talking about her now. That's a step up.
Yep. True. She's having a great feud and is relevant. People are talking about her. Enzo and Cass are stuck promoting a horrible breast cancer organization.
I know, right?
Susan certified G. Komen for the cure.
It's because that's on Raw and Cena's on SmackDown and Titus is in the doghouse.
Yeah, what did Titus do to get jobbed out to Sami Zayn?
Assaulted Vince.
Valid point.
I think it was last week he did. Titus did have on his Susan G. Komen T-shirt, so
he did.
Then he got jobbed out to Sami Zayn, and then he jobbed out to Sami Zayn. Then he had a lonely Virgil press conference. Yeah, it's true. Like he was a press conference. The camera just pans back. There's nobody in the room except Tom Phillips in this giant empty room of chairs.
Wow.
Yep. But yeah, like I said, I like this match. What did you think, Rick?
This was the start of the ones I missed while making dinner.
Fair enough. After this, we have a promo backstage, which is the Miz getting into Daniel Bryan's face about how he's going to beat Dolph Ziggler and how you keep giving him opportunity after opportunity, which I was like, Bryan and Miz is really fun together, and I don't know why. I just really love those two promos when Miz is just attacking him. And you can tell that Dolph is. You can tell that not Dolph. You can tell that Bryan's like, I want to do something, but I can't. Yeah. And I'm like, it's like Austin v. McMahon with the roles swapped. I mean, at some point, Daniel Bryan's going to have to become that which he hates and have to become a GM that interferes in people's matches.
And when that happened, after the first time that happened, the camera's gonna cut to the back, and Triple H is just gonna be in a dark room, stroking a cat, going, "Yes, good,
yes."
Exactly.
And after that, we had the Usos versus Rhino and Slater, which that was a pretty solid match. And Rhino and Slater retain.
Oh,
Nice.
Which was weird because I honestly didn't think they were going to. I thought, like, okay, he's got his contract. They don't need the titles now. And the Usos getting the titles to then feud with American Alpha at the next pay-per-view just makes too much sense.
Well, it was, I think during the pre-show at some point, they were like talking like, oh, well, what, he won the titles and got that contract. What happens if he loses it? I'm like, I don't think they're just going to fire him. He lost the belt. He just takes out the contract. Rip. Sorry, Slater. You're like, I don't, like you said earlier, I don't think that's how contracts work.
Yeah. His contract has if you lose, you're fired clause. Wait,
yes.
What?
He's suddenly Ziggler.
Yeah. Which I do like that team though. I do like not Miz. I do like Heath Slater and Rhino. I love the idea of Heath Slater being just arrogant and cocky and look how awesome I am while being completely shit. But then the second he attacks him, Rhino, he just destroys everyone.
Yeah.
They're fun together.
They are fun together.
But after that, we get We the People. First, Corbin. Did you see this one, Rick?
No, I saw like the start of it.
This match wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible. It's not the worst match on the card. More on that later. Yeah. But it was basically this match was just sort of okay. But what was worse about this match, I think, is the commentating at the end.
Oh.
Like I said, it was the thing that, like I said to Jim, what the fuck's wrong with the commentators? Where at the end, last on SmackDown, Baron Corbin was reaching for the ropes, and as he does this, trying to get the ropes, and then gets to him, they ring the bell for submission, and the face commentator's like, "That's perfectly fine." I'm like, wait, no. They're like, JBL said, no, he's reaching for the ropes. Which this week, you had the eye poke. Baron Corbin eye poke Swagger and then actually gets the win. And the commentator's like, boo! That's controversial. That's as controversial as last week's ending. Ooh, I don't think he should have done that. And JBL's like, he did this probably because Swagger cheated last week and everyone was okay with that. And I'm like, yeah, they were.
Technically, I don't think Swagger cheated. I think that was just general referee ignorance or stupidity. Yeah,
but the fact is Swagger won off it. If
it's still controversial,
it counts as them cheating to win. It's dirty. And I'm like, it's weird, but they were just like, no, he clearly meant to tap. Who the fuck taps like this? When he's clearly doing a grabbing motion. It's not even like the time Shane used it to make The Rock tap out when The Rock reached and his hand hit the mat thin when he missed the rope. But this was, I was against someone, I can't remember who, they seem to have erased him. But basically, it was a case of who does that? No, and and they're like, nah, it's fine. And then Corbin cheats to win, like, oh, we shouldn't have done that. That's as controversial. Like, wait, you didn't even say the other one was No, this isn't even controversial. He poked him in the eye and won. He clearly did it just to be a prick to Swagger because Swagger kind of was a dick to him when winning that way. However, this feud isn't that interesting. I hoped it would be more interesting. It was interesting when Swagger came out and was like, I'm going to kick his ass. Whoa, we the people. And you're like, oh my God, yes. When you suddenly remember all the times they job him out whenever he comes back, when you see where this is going. And it's boring. But did you see the next match, Rick?
Yes, I did. Yeah, next up we had Ziggler v. Miz, career v title. And I thought this was a pretty good match.
Yeah, this was definitely the best match of the night. I fucking loved this match.
Had really good fake outs that really wouldn't have been good if those were the ends, but as fake outs, they were amazing.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, at least twice I was like, here we go. And he like kicks out, I was like, all right, okay, not gonna be predictable. Then the second one, okay, here we go. What? Okay.
Yeah, like the one I thought was going to actually win it though was when Miz did the skull crushing finale when the Spirit Squad were on the apron.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
1, 2, and he kicks off like, wait, what? And like the commentators point out, he has one shoe. He's been maced in the eye. He's had the people interfere and gang up on him. He's still coming at him. And at the end, you get the crowd popped like mad for Ziggler. And I'm like, this was a great story. And I thought sad Miz at the end. Sorry, Big Show, your sad face has been replaced. Miz just on the ropes, like all sad when he lost, was just wonderful. I love Miz, but that was just great storytelling from both of them too.
Yes, it was a very good story in a match. I kind of wish Miz, though, the sad one was great. I kind of wish he tried to do that face that girl made years ago. He just looks at Ziggler and is like,
that should have been it. Yeah, definitely.
I
miss Miz Girl.
Like, actually, when the Spirit Squad came out, I was like, oh, are they going to actually help Ziggler? And I'm like, oh, they're not. Wait, why would they not? I don't even know.
Because they're jealous that Ziggler has a career, whereas they're the Spirit Squad?
No.
I also like the fact with the Spirit Squad, it's only been 2 members.
Yeah.
There's only 2 when they appeared on SmackDown. It's only 2 now. I'm like, oh my God, it's the Spirit Squad. I'm like, no, it's part of the Spirit Squad. That's like saying, oh, Shawn Michaels has run out. Oh my God, all of DX has run out. That's not a thing.
I don't even remember what 2 were missing. The 2 that came out were like the 2 I remember. I was like, well, crap.
Yeah, I think the 2 that came out were Kenny and Mitch, right?
Was it Mitch? I thought it was Mikey.
Oh, was it?
So Mitch, there's another one. So even
so Kenny and Mikey, and then Ziggler was Nikki.
Okay.
And then Mitch. I don't remember who the other one was.
I always remember Ziggler, and I was like I'd been saying for years with Dolph Ziggler, I still just to me he's just still the Spirit Squad guy. He's gotten a lot better now, but like 2 years ago, I didn't think he was that good. And now they're actually acknowledging the fact that was Dolph Ziggler, like it's the same character. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird.
To get it back, is Miz going to call out Chavo Guerrero to beat up his caddy?
Yes. He needs to. It's like when Miz showed off, like they mentioned on SmackDown, Miz showed off the retirement package of Dolph, and it was fucking hilarious, and it was all Dolph's worst moments. And he showed off his one, and even like they said on Talking Smack, Miz showed off his own worst moments a bit. Like he showed off when he had the Mohawk, he was doing the hoorah in the crowd and stuff. He still showed that off, like he was proud of where he's come from. And I'm like, that's kind of cool, because normally heels don't show stuff like that, especially in their own package. It's just like them beating everyone.
Yeah. Did he show off the with the Diva Search one? Did he show off that where he kept screwing it up?
Oh no, he
Like
kept
call 19. And you're just like, oh, this is painful.
That was, yeah. But like I'll be the first to admit when Miz first debuted in WWE, I didn't like him.
Yeah.
When we were told, oh my god, he's the reality star, and oh my god, and all the commentators were loving him, and he's just standing there going, hoorah, like a fucking idiot. I'm like, I don't like this guy. But around the time when he started to split away from, fuck, what the hell's the other guy's name? Not Joey Mercury. The other one. Thank you, Morris.
Johnny Nitro.
Nitro, yeah.
Yes.
And he split from him, and he's like,
Johnny Mundo.
yeah. When he split from him, and he starts using his awesome gimmick, and he's changed to how he is now. I like current Miz, I really do. But yeah, this was definitely the match of the night, I thought.
Yeah, it was good.
Did
It
you
was
get
a good
back for
match.
this one, Jim?
I saw nothing of the pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
Sadly, I thought I would be back in time to see at least the last match. I was not.
Well, then we have Orton looking in the mirror and his face getting warped. That was it.
Did somebody turn on the
Like 2
Snapchat?
seconds.
Did somebody turn on the show Snapchat filters?
No, but it was just in the mirror. His face was warped. He's like, oh, you know, like when his Undertaker feud when we were looking at what he was seeing in his head,
Okay.
and JBL's like, oh my god, it's in his head, and you're like,
Oh.
no,
Is that-
because
is-
we're
is
seeing
that-
it too.
Is that why his match got made the main event? Because the pay-per-view was happening in his head.
Yes.
Yeah, that's why I said after this point, the only explanation for everything that happened is it was in Orton's head. It's the
Actually,
only explanation.
Now I want them to actually do it more realistic, where he's sitting there staring in a mirror and he's responding to stuff that nobody else can see, so he looks legitimately crazy.
That would be more funny.
It would be.
Yeah. So he's like, "Shut up, Wyatt," and everyone's just like, "Yeah, wait, what?" He's just yelling at a mirror,
Yeah.
and they're like,
Like, for example, when he, like I said, like, it reminds me of his feud with Undertaker.
"Yeah,
When he was looking at the guy and his face is going and suddenly he turns into the Undertaker, like, you're WrestleMania, Orton. Yeah, we're wrestling. What the fuck? That was bullshit. That was the shittest effects Undertaker's had in his entire career. And at one point, opening up the urn gave us green smoke.
Yeah.
it was Tajiri in there."
Yeah, which that was still awesome back in the day. The first time they opened it. But yeah, basically,
And
with that, I'm like,
reminds me-
that would
that
have been a
reminds
lot
me of
more funny. That would have been a lot more interesting if we'd just seen Orton being interviewed and suddenly looking shit scared at the dude and walking off.
yeah.
That would have been a lot more fun than this.
Yeah, if you're gonna do shit like that, make it the storylines in the video game. I remember the year the video game had you're being, feuded with the Undertaker, and you're walking back, and all like druids and shit are showing up, and weird shit's happening. That was
Yes.
great.
Oh,
Candice
that's
Michelle's magic wand.
that's kind of what.
Oh
they
yeah,
did
the
with
Undertaker's one was
Orton
number
thing.
2 to Candice Michelle's magic wand, but
Mhm. Like I said, the Undertaker's thing was kind of like that, Jim, because he also went backstage and his father's face melted.
Which later happened a few years after.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, which I do think that would have been so much interesting. Like Rick said, if he'd been looking in the mirror and been like, "What? No, what? No," I would have been like, "That's okay." He's seeing stuff, and especially if he smashes the mirror, like,
Yeah.
enraged. You're like, "Oh my god, something's got in Orton's head. What's going on here?"
Or I'd want that he does that in front of the mirror, and you see Bray appear, and he's like freaking out, and he like breaks the mirror and runs off, and it's actually Bray behind like a trick mirror.
yeah.
Dressed as Orton with like a fake
Yeah.
bald cap and fake like tattoo sleeves on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, we're just doing the cheesy thing where we see inside. Oh no, he was actually there. Wait, what?
Mm.
And that's, but I included that on my list because that was really funny, the Orton mirror thing. But then we have the worst match of the night. We have the worst match
Yep.
when we find out who Alexa Bliss is facing, and it's Naomi, who during the matchup, we had the camera fucked up and botched during this, where it went inside itself over and over and over and over again until like a little one quickly cut away, which was weird as fuck. And when Naomi did her moonsault, you clearly saw her hit the floor next to Alexa and not Alexa itself. This whole match was just awkward and weird and shit. And then Naomi wins, and you're like, great way to build up your number one contender.
Yep.
None of this makes sense.
Okay, first, the only good thing about this match was I think in the draft I have Naomi, so now I get points.
You do,
and I need them. But
that's why I enjoyed the Orton's Mind pay-per-view, because I have Orton and Bray, so I just got all the main event points.
But because I thought it was kind of curious that Naomi won too. But my thought is, I don't know. But how long is Becky supposed to be out? Do we know?
She's meant to be out until, I believe they said she's gonna. They said Alexa will face Naomi when they're in Scotland in October, November.
Okay, so I'm thinking that maybe this is like a placeholder, like rivalry for her until Becky comes back. I wasn't sure. That's the only thing I could come up with.
That would make sense.
So it's like, oh, look, she has a legitimate claim against Alexa's number one contendership, and then Alexa will probably fight her and then beat her and then still be I don't know. That's the only thing I can come up with, because otherwise, yeah, it's like, wait, she's the number one contender. She just got beat for no reason? Okay.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. And also, I would make the case to Jim as well, when he was talking, is the last match the main event?
I don't know.
Because according to WWE.com, and according to the commentators, the first match was the main event. So they did a Saturday night main event style thing where they put the main event first.
Interesting.
I like what Lawler said, where he's just like, when people used to ask me, when are you wrestling? And I was like, I'm in the main event. It's first. He's like, and now that's happening. I'm like, why do I picture you actually would say that, Lawler?
He would totally say that.
You would. But yeah, that match was just awkward.
Yeah.
It was not good. It should have been like Natalia or someone.
Well, all right, but the thing is, she's also a heel. That would have been a heel-on-heel match, although it would have been a good match. This is what happens when you only have 6 women on your roster. One of them is injured, one of them already has a match, and the other one's Naomi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could have brought back Eva.
Honestly, I thought they were gonna like either like borrow an NXT diva or like have someone not necessarily new, but I thought it might be a surprise, and then it's just Naomi. I was like, oh.
I hoped it was going to be female local talent.
Blue Pants.
Yeah.
Yes, Blue Pants return.
But I will say as well, speaking of Eva Marie, Kurt Hawkins has a very similar entrance.
Does he?
When Eva comes out and it's just some dude narrating it.
It's not just some dude, it's the Crime Time narrator.
Yeah, but he's narrating it. Kurt Hawkins walks out and it's him narrating himself with how awesome he is and doing some of his facts. That's his music. He doesn't even have proper music, it's just that. God, he's going to get squashed. So I bet you Heath Slater looked at that and thought, thank fuck. I've moved up the totem pole.
Yeah.
Even Zack Ryder's like, my former partner, what's happened to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of weird when he came out and was doing that. I was like, is he narrating himself? Maybe he's parodying her intro.
Yeah, when his whole thing is doing the, like, what do you call it? The
Chuck Norris jokes?
Thank you, Chuck Norris jokes. I forgot his name then, Chuck Norris. He was doing Chuck Norris stuff. I think it would have been cooler if they'd put it on screen, but then that would have felt very Matt Hardy version 1.
Yeah.
So it's him narrating his own facts, like, next week I will debut in a match. And it's like, oh, fuck off. And then, but after the train wreck, we have...
I was just thinking that phrase.
I
was like, say train wreck.
Kurt Hawkins says he's going to debut in a match, and next week it turns out that Daniel and Mick made a deal, and it's Braun Strowman who wants better competition.
Yeah.
face the Strowman.
Yeah, after the train wreck, we had Bray v Orton. What did you think, Rick?
I thought this was an okay match. Ending made sense, but was kind of weird. But it was, I don't know. Overall, it was okay.
Yeah,
Wasn't bad, but wasn't super good.
the ending was good. Well, not good, but it made sense.
Yeah.
Yay! Luke Harper disappeared for a while to go get a jacket.
Yep.
Like and didn't Rowan just get injured? So it's like
Yes.
they've got to be the same. They're like yin and yang. They're just palette swaps of each other at this point.
Yeah, and
I
know
picked
some
the
people.
player 2 color. Damn it!
Yeah, and I know some people were like, isn't he gonna go on? Isn't he gonna be appearing on Raw? Shouldn't he appear on Raw? And I'm like, if that happens, if he appeared on Raw, the draft would have been horribly booked. Because you get to pick either one person from a team or an entire team. If they then choose half the Wyatts, you might as well just say the Wyatts. It's one pick. You've used the same amount. It's like 2 to pick those 2.
Yeah.
Plus, Braun Strowman's now on his own now.
He is.
He's on his own. I can't wait till he rides the Strowman Express. He'll be your hero. I want that.
Yes.
God, I want that so bad. But yeah, the ending makes sense. Well, I feel bad for Bray. Since he's debuted as Bray on WWE, he either loses all his feuds, or whenever he wins, it's only because a Wyatt has interfered.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
They don't like him.
I wouldn't even say he's the face of fear at this point, like he claims, because Orton was clearly winning, and then Luke Harper goes, and Orton then loses.
Yep.
Yeah, that looked really weird in the replay, where he's like, rah,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, he's just making faces at him.
And yet they were still better than Braun Strowman's faces in the Wyatts when he was just like,
yeah.
Somewhere I read they called him the Gerber baby, and I can't unsee it. With Strowman,
nice.
Okay,
it's like a baby face, and they just put a beard on it, and I'm like, God, I can't unsee that now.
That would make sense.
Yeah. And I'll finish. You gotta cut Bray some slack. He's doing the best he can. You gotta remember, he's stuck possessing Husky Harris.
Yeah. But like I said, it looks that matchup wasn't terrible. However, when you know the main event and you're like, okay, we're going to lose ratings regardless because of the debate, it should have been the Intercontinental Championship at main evented. Like Ziggler's win with the ending of that match would have been the perfect main event.
I thought it was until they got to that point. I was like, oh.
Yeah. And then they're like, wait, no, people don't care about someone's career. What they want to see is someone go,
yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like maybe Orton, after the main event, he might be like one of the bigger names on there, but it still felt weird that that was the ending match because I was like, this one doesn't like. I mean, granted, I haven't seen SmackDown, so I haven't seen a lot of the build-up for it, but it still feels like a feud that's just kind of there.
Yeah.
Where like the Miz Ziggler one feels like that's had some really good build-up, where he kept losing and losing, and like you said, his career's online. It's like, that feels like that would be a good capstone in the evening, and they're like, nah, screw it. That's in the middle.
No, I will admit the build-up for Bray v Orton has been awesome.
It has.
However, yes, the Dolph Ziggler one is miles more deserved, and it's a title match too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas now Luke Harper's been repackaged as one of those videos people used to link you to on YouTube a while back, where you'd be seeing him and suddenly a girl would jump out and go at your face to scare you.
Car driving.
Yeah, he's literally the pop out the screen guy meme now.
Yep.
Oh, now I want him to be a meme. That'd just be great.
We had a lot of meme-worthy material tonight. We had Sad Miz.
Mm-hmm.
We had from that. We had most of that Alexa Bliss match because that was really awkward and shitty when you saw it. Like half the time, like they'd hit them and then she'd go, whoa, and then stumble around and fall. Like it just felt like these two didn't belong together. That was horrible. And I've said before now, I know people may disagree, but I actually think Alexa Bliss should be WWE Women's Champion at this point.
I believe it.
She's a good character. She has the right look.
Mhm.
She's pretty new, so it's like cool, and she's good on the microphone.
Yep.
And like she's got all the boxes ticked. Why isn't she champion? Well, we like our champions to always leave one box unticked. And you're like, no, that's not right.
It's Halloween. At Halloween, she just dresses up as Roman Reigns, and they accidentally give her all the titles,
Yeah, that would be amazing.
even though he's on the other show.
Yeah.
Just instinctually, they're like, "Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to give you this." She's like, "Yes, you are."
Yeah. It's like this one as well, I will say, which some people may disagree with, which is cool. I like the fact the chair kept Cena down. Because I will admit, one of the things I didn't like years back, and like Attitude Era onwards, was like in the 80s, whenever people used chairs, you use it once and it kept them down.
Mm.
Like Austin v Triple H, how many fucking times did they swing the chair at each other? And it was like, nope, they didn't feel it. And you're like, it's a fucking chair. It's supposed to keep you down. This is its one job. It's one purpose.
How many times did Mick Foley get hit with a chair?
Yeah, Mick Foley Rock when it was just all chair shots to an empty arena. And then people talk about how it was a 5-star match. They should bring that match type back. I would admit I would want that match type in the game because an entire arena of steel chairs that you could interact with would be really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, you could do it. Okay, you could do it in an entire arena of steel chairs match. But if you're gonna do that many steel chairs in a match, then you have to call it like a Balls Mahoney Memorial match or something like that.
Yeah.
New Jack dumpster match.
Yeah.
No, if you're gonna have New
Outside
Jack,
just everything you can hit them with.
no, if it's a New Jack, it's gonna be a scaffold match.
I'd rather see New Jack v Hogan at WrestleMania.
Yes.
Book it.
Career versus life.
Yeah. So much.
That's such a horrible thing, but he would try and kill him.
Yeah.
As long as during the opening, the promo package where they talk about the history between them, they replay the Hogan stuff just so New Jack gets even more pissed off. So it's fresh in his mind when he goes out there to wrestle.
And then at some point Hogan's like, "Yeah, I hate that guy. He's the guy that slept with my daughter. Look," and shows a picture of a different black guy.
Yeah.
And we're all just like, you know what? I'm gonna go with this. But no.
They do that. Just cut to the commentators. All of them are just like. Even like the German ones and the Japanese ones are all like.
See, when it cuts to the commentators, I want the commentators to be like, "Yeah, I completely agree," except for Byron Saxon, who's just the one guy like that. Like the South Park Wheel of Fortune's face.
Yeah. Byron Saxon just has a single tear.
He looks over at the other announce table. David Otunga just nods solemnly.
Byron Saxton has one tear, and they turn to him and go, "What's the matter, Taz?"
Oh yeah.
We're horrible people, but no. Like I said, the pay-per-view itself, just to wrap it up, I think the pay-per-view was good. It had one bad match, but to be fair, it was thrown together at the last second.
Yeah.
And this should tell you something though. This pay-per-view was rearranged, altered, and thrown together at the last second, and it was still miles better than a Raw pay-per-view that had weeks of planning.
To be fair, only one match was thrown together at the last second. The rest, all I can see them doing is they've moved the main event from the last match to the first match.
And I'm pretty sure Swagger and Corbin weren't supposed to be on the main card.
They weren't, but that takes the place of the Divas match.
Mm.
But Swagger deserves his main event.
I said they didn't need to. They still had a Divas match.
It was a really short one, though. I mean, come on, are you telling me Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch would have been that short?
True. Well, Alexa would have been that short. I don't know about Becky.
Thank you. I think I think the Swagger one was supposed to be the pre-show, and I think the 8-man tag was supposed to be on the main card.
Probably.
Maybe. I wasn't sure because like the 8-man tag, they hadn't announced it before the pay-per-view. So I'm like, wait, did they say, oh, we've moved we need a pre-show match now? Who's still around?
I know, let's grab the rest of them and throw them in a match.
Let's throw 4 random tag teams into 1 super tag teams to make them fight each other.
So, who do we have to put on a pre-show match? Hey, didn't you have a tournament with a bunch of tag teams around the world? Yes, find all the tag teams, put them in a match.
And yet they still feel better than Raw's cruiserweight division.
Yeah.
That is so not part of the main roster. It's not funny.
No, it's not.
Really?
Not at all.
They even changed the rope color for their matches.
Yeah, the ropes in the arena become purple anytime the cruiserweights come out. It literally looks like they took a break out of Raw like to record something like main event.
But
odd choice.
Like you could take a bunch of cruiserweight matches in the last few weeks and string them together in like an hour, like a 2-hour thing, and make your own show, and like you wouldn't be able to tell that they were cut from anything else. It would just seem like a cohesive show.
Wow.
Yep, it's pretty bad. But more on Raw when we get to Hell in a Cell.
Yes. Which will have too many of those match types.
Maybe. We don't know yet. I'm hoping they just stick to 1. They did that last year where they had just 1. I'm like, just keep 1 Hell in a Cell. We only need 1.
Hopefully.
And then another one will be a 3 stages of hell.
Yeah, well, yeah. The problem is Raws have multiple specialty matches to compete with SmackDown because SmackDown's pay-per-view next. It's Survivor Series. SmackDown's pay-per-view to compensate for Hell in a Cell is the TLC, where they're going to have
December.
It is.
Yes, because November Survivor Series, and they share the pay-per-view for the Survivor Series.
Ah, right. Well, either way, their specialty pay-per-view is TLC, which gives them 4 matches they can do in one night. They can do a TLC, a chair, a ladder, and a table.
And the stairs.
And the stairs, of course. We forget.
But yeah, I don't want multiple Hell in a Cells because like I said, that gets boring. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, the matchup I'd rather see inside Hell in a Cell that's there would probably be either the Divas or the world title one. But the one that needs it the most is Reigns.
Right.
The only reason Reigns needs it more is look at his past history. Whenever he'd had a Hell in a Cell, the crowd have got behind him a little bit afterwards because he can do some stupid stuff like, spear him through a table on the outside of the cell, and they can use the cell to compensate for his lack of ability.
Spear him through the cell through the table in one.
Yes.
Clink. Double OMG.
I think that was one thing. I don't remember what the match was. Like that one time I was playing in a game, an elimination chamber match, and somehow I got put through the announce table from inside the chamber.
I want to see Reigns I want to see Reigns do that with Rusev because I think it can be a good match. And like what he did with Bray Wyatt, where he speared him through a table from the outside, it made the match at least likable to a certain degree. And it's like, I think Reigns needs it more, whereas the others can get right by on, in-ring ability. Poor Reigns.
Poor Reigns.
I think
it's fine. Rusev will carry him to a good match.
There you go.
Yep.
Maybe.
I kind of want to see Reigns go for a Superman punch and Rusev dodge, and Reigns Superman punches the cell wall, and the wall still comes down. And he's like,
he's confused by his own strength.
I want Joe in his matchup Rusev to go like that, onto his head and accidentally pull off a wig and go, wait a minute, and it turns out the whole match has been Goldberg.
Ah,
Because once he wins the US title, he gets a contract and he can now go after Brock.
there you go.
I would take that as a swerve so much.
That'd be a great swerve.
I'd be like, what the? No, he clearly was Reigns when he came out. No, you can't convince us Goldberg in a wig is Reigns. Then I'd just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Or just have like at some point when they're in the outside, Reigns goes under the ring and comes out, and Goldberg with the.
That's what I was thinking.
Reigns
So
hand.
at the beginning, it's clearly Reigns coming down for his entrance. Everything, they even do close-ups. It's clearly Reigns with a full beard. Then suddenly, midway through, it's like, wait, he's got goats. What's happened to his face? Never mind. Oh my God, it's Goldberg.
I'd love that.
If they're gonna do some shit like that, they have to wait until the DCU gets further along, and they're promoting the Aquaman movie so he can do Twin Magic with Jason Momoa.
Yes.
Like he's the guest host, and like you saw him once earlier and nobody's seen him in a while, and then all of a sudden like he replaces Roman Reigns in the middle of the match.
He's a different race. That's racist.
I want him to twin magic the other way. They go to talk to the he's a special guest, like general manager or whatever. So they go to talk to him. He's like, let me think about that, and then walks behind the thing, and then Reigns comes out.
No, that's the kind of thing they would do. Like Jason Momoa gets booked in a match for some reason, so he comes out and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna fight you," and then like he's gonna fight like Braun Strowman or some shit. And then like Russell throws him out of the ring, so he rolls out of the ring, where'd he go? And then Roman Reigns comes out the other side and just Superman punches him.
Oh, that's nothing. Wait till next week. Next week on Raw, to basically get Rusev, you're going to see Reigns walk into a locker room. You're not going to know what it is. Then at the end, Bailey's entrance, one of them will go off dressed as Reigns, and Rusev will fall for it. One of her used car dealership things. It'll just be in like a fucking armored vest with a wig on, and Rusev will come out and be like, Reigns! And I'll be like, but wait, what? He fell for that? Ooh, oh my God, he's going for his Superman punch.
No, but then but then as it's blowing, it does that thing where it flails back, and then it flails into Rusev, and he falls out like he got speared and sells it.
Yeah.
Or he like tries to dive at it, but there's like metal behind it that Reigns put there.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking, Greg. I was thinking Rusev would attack it, only to find out it was a prop.
Yeah.
And be attacked by the actual Reigns, like thrown off the stage or something. And everyone will be talking about, oh my God, it was such a devastating ploy. No, it wasn't. He was blue for a start. But no.
Or even stupider, he's chasing Roman Reigns, and that goes off, and Roman Reigns stands next to one of them and just starts waving his hands, and Rusev looks around all confused.
Yes!
Like it's a hall of mirrors. He's like, which one is he?
Yeah, that'd be amazing as well.
He
Yeah.
attacks one, and Reigns just takes off.
Yeah, but like I said, yeah, our next pay-per-view is Hell in a Cell.
So.
That'll be here.
That'll be here.
That'll be a pay-per-view.
The main event's going to be in the middle. Got to mix it up.
Yes. And I'm going to feel so sorry for sad Jericho whenever his best friend Owen betrays him.
Mm-hmm. What's the over-under? The logical thing would be Jericho betraying Owens. I honestly think Owens is going to betray Jericho. Mm.
Yeah, Jericho wouldn't betray him. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But what were you saying, Jim?
Oh, I was gonna given how much better the SmackDown pay-per-views have been. What's the over under on Mick Foley coming out and letting like Rollins throw him off a cell for ratings?
Not likely. Because the new cells are bigger, so he'd die.
But think of the ratings.
Yeah. Due to the recent outbreak, which has happened here too, of clowns appearing, Mick Foley's going to hire his son-in-law to wrestle.
I don't get it.
His son-in-law on Holy Foley, as you see, is literally a clown. And even Mick Foley says, you're literally dating a clown. It's a literal clown. And he's like, what is it, Frank the Clown or something, where he goes to like clowning school and he wants to be a clown. And Mick Foley doesn't like him because he's literally a clown.
Yeah. They go, that's going to Mick Foley's about to get thrown off, and Bailey runs out like, no, and as Foley goes down, he goes to the table, but then the flailing arm guys come up from the table and catch Foley, and he lands on the inflatable tube, man.
Yes. I would take that.
Like, that's Bailey's superpower. She could do the move, and they just pop up anywhere. Like, I want that to be her superpower in the game.
Yes. That's her finishing move in the All-Stars too.
Yes.
It should be. If I had made Brawl.
Yes. We need Brawl.
I wanted Brawl to be a game, damn it.
Me too. Our friend Triple H, if you're listening, go over to 2K and make Brawl.
Yeah.
I know someone in WWE is listening to us. I mean, how many times have we made fun of Ninja Turtles sponsoring Hell in a Cell? When right around Hell in a Cell, Ninja Turtles get WWE figures? Come on, that's not
true.
A
that's true. That's too much of a coincidence.
It's true.
Indeed.
Oh, I can't wait till next Halloween when we get Orton as a table, as a figure.
Yes.
I want that too.
I would buy that.
Yeah.
But it turns out Orton's a table because the ooze fell on him and he mutated into a table monster.
Yeah.
I'd take it.
But did you want to wrap it up, Rick?
Yeah, take us home, Rick.
Yeah. All right, so there you have it, our thoughts on the No Mercy pay-per-view. We thought it was pretty good, so definitely check that out. And come on back in a few weeks for Hell in a Cell. Until then, good night.